What's going on, guys? AC here. So somebody commented like maybe a couple days ago, maybe a week, on how to do, or just basically like a speed art tutorial or Minecraft avatar tutorial. So I'm gonna show you. So we're on my desktop right now. See that little pug? Yeah, he's gonna stare at you. So the tools we're gonna be using is Paint Tool SAI and Minecraft Skin Viewer, which I forgot to open it before I did this. That's bad. Where is it? I got a lot of stuff in here. I need to organize this. There we go. So today I already picked somebody who I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw one of my friends on Skype. Memo demo dude. Yeah, I gotta type this in. There we go. So there's his skin. So as you can see, got hair, black hair, a jacket. So yeah, let's get started. So this tutorial shouldn't be that long. I'll have to speed out, or I'll have to speed up some stuff. Hang on, let me just plug in my Wacom tablet because I forgot to. Ooh, that was loud. Turn that down. I don't know why it's that loud. So there we go. So we don't need that now, so we can just hide that away. So Paint Tool SAI is free, or it's semi-free. You have a trial for it, a 31 days. That's how much you get the trial for. So you can also use other stuff, like I'll do a tutorial on GIMP, maybe Photoshop. I'm not sure. So if people like this video, then I'll do a GIMP tutorial, and if they like that video, then I'll do a Photoshop. So when you open up Paint Tool SAI, you'll get this little interface. So what you want to do is you want to go up to the left-hand corner, or left-hand corner, upper corner, and then click on File, New, and then what I do, you can name it like whatever you want. So I'll name it, no, that's not right, Memo Demo Dude. So I put my width to 1000 and my height to 1000. I don't think resolution really matters. I just keep it at 72 because I just like it there. So as long as it's square, it'll still fit, but you just got to be careful by the size. Like if it's if it's 10,000 by 10,000, that'll be like a really big file. Size wise, that's what I meant. Alright, so 1000 by 1000, click OK. So now we got this. So we have all these tools, all these great tools that you can use. So you can use the brush to, what is it? Oh, you could use the brush, the pencil, or the marker tool to sketch out your thing. So basically this is going to be a rough sketch. So this won't be the finished project. So let me turn the size down to 16. That's a nice size. So you basically want to try to sketch out a Minecraft skin, and you could do that by sort of like modeling with the skin viewer, like what kind of stuff you would want. Like what would you want it to look like on this movement? Like, yeah. So now I'll just speed this up and just pay attention clearly. Alright, so there we go. So now we have the rough sketch. Let me just clean this up a little bit. So it doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look like really bad. It just has to look like you could read it, or you could tell like where the lines are. You can sort of like figure out the shape of everything. So now you have this. You want to go over to the left-hand corner, or not the left-hand corner, like maybe towards the middle a bit. You'll find mode. You'll find paint effects, texture effect, mode. Then you'll find opacity. You can turn that down to whatever you like. Just make it so it's like a grayish sort of color, so you can barely see it. So I'm gonna put mine at 30, which I already did. So now that you have this done, you could do a new layer, or you could do a new line work layer. A new line work layer will give you these curve tools, which it makes it like really easy to make curves. This is what I use. But if you have a Wacom tablet or you just like drawing with mouse, you could use a new layer, which it'll have the default tools that you have in layer 1. So it's just like it's kind of hard to make good curves, good lines, but I guess it's sort of easy. It's more easier with the curve tool, so that's what I recommend. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So we are going to use the line work layer, and we are going to use the curve tool to sort of like draw or trace the lines, make it look really good. So yeah, I'll speed this up. Alright, so if you look closely at that part, you see that I used the edit tool to edit the lines because they were all just a mess, and I edited them to look more better. So that's something that you should use when you mess up. Hang on, this is a little bit weird. Let's use the eraser. That's too small. There we go. Now we just messed that up. And Paint Tool SAI also has like this little feature, so it won't erase. Like, see how I'm doing this? It's keeping that it's keeping that lines to make perfect lines. Alright, so I messed that up again. Alright, so there we go. Hang on, that looks a bit weird. Alright, so I guess that looks fine. So now you want to draw in more detail, so like the hair, maybe the sleeves, and then the jacket, or just whatever your skin is like. So I'll speed this up. Alright, so now we're back with this. So I added more detail. I added some hair, the eye, which it looks a bit weird. Yeah. Let me go ahead and redo that. We'll just draw back in the hair. Alright, so that looks a bit better. It's not really. It's actually pretty bad. But this is just a tutorial, so it's not really... I'm not really taking my time with this one. So let me go ahead and erase this line, because I don't think we need that. We do need it right here. We just need the hair covering it. Okay, so there we go. Hang on. Alright, so there we go. So that looks a bit better than what it used to. Let me just add in the eye. I know I should probably speed this up, but I'm not gonna. So there we go. So next up, you don't need the sketch layer, so you can go ahead and delete that or hide that. I usually delete it because it takes up more space, and I want to get as much space as possible. So now it's time for the coloring of it. So let's just find the color. So first up, we'll do black. So you want to get a new layer, just a new layer, not a new line work layer, and then get some type of tool. Then just, since it's black, alright, so then you want to click on this layer, and then just hold it down and drag it underneath that one. So it's basically under it. Alright, now I use just sketching the, or just drawing the sides. Alright, so there we go. So basically what I did was I traced around the sides, but not really. I kind of like shrank it. So I basically like draw just around the side, so it's like, I don't know how to explain it. You'll just have to watch. Then after you get this done, you could grab your paint bucket it in, and then just touch it up, touch up the lines. There we go. Alright, so now you do the same with the other ones. So I'll speed this up. Or so I'll cutscene it. Alright, so this is something that you'll get the outcome of it. So the next thing you want to do is you want to start shading. Now you can do each thing, like the head, the arms, and then the body, each layer for each of them is a layer, but sometimes I'll do that, sometimes I won't. So next we're going to focus on is shading. So I use the line work to shade. Okay. So now, hang on, what is that? So you want to choose a dark color for shading, and then just basically shade. Try to look at it in a perspective like where the sun will be. So if it's like right there, then you want to turn the opacity down. There we go, so you can kind of see a shadow. Then you can do the hair. Okay. So you pretty much get the idea. So just keep on doing that. Like put a point for where the sun will be. Like the sun will be right here, I guess. And then you'll just have to shade it. So thanks for watching. If I get a lot of views on this one, I will do a GIMP tutorial. Alright. Bye guys.